Now, today we are going to start with the new topic, that is annuity. Now, there are two topics in that: insurance and annuity. See, insurance and annuity. So, before starting this, insurance, as you know, life insurance corporation, and there are many medical insurance, health insurance and all that. Insurance means your life is insured through that policy. But today we are going to start with annuity. Now, what is annuity? What are the types of annuity? And the terms related to annuity we are going to start today. Okay. Now, before starting, first we will see what is annuity. A rupee today is more valuable than a rupee year hence. What does this sentence means? A rupee today is more valuable than a rupee year hence. That is, money has the most time value. Money has the time value. Okay. Simple thing I will tell you. If today cost of one item is rupees 1500, will it remain same after 5 years also if it is used in most? No. It can be of rupees 2000. Now, the thing which was of 5 rupees in our grandparents' time, now it is of 500 or 5000. Means years what have passed, time has passed, and the value of money has also increased. Okay. Most of the financial considerations involves cash flows occurring at different points of time. Many times we come across situation like a financial company offering to return rupees 10,000 after 10 years for rupees 1,000 deposited today. Many of see, today you are depositing rupees 1,000, and in some company, that is ABC company, whatever is the name of that company, and what it assures after 10 years, it is suppose the value becomes 10,000. Means this is today present value and this is the future value, isn't it? 1,000 is the present value and its future value has but naturally increased. This type of study can be carried on in such situation. We are interested to know the rate of interest offered by that company. Now, as we know, the private sector's bank, they offer more interest than the government banks like SBI and all. Means what is important? That is a rate of interest that is offered by that particular company, by that particular bank. This type of study can be carried out by studying annuity. Annuity, the word itself suggests annual. Annual means yearly. Okay, it may be half yearly, it may be yearly, it may be quarterly, or that depends. Now, I'll just read the definition of annuity. An annuity is a sequence of equal payments at regular interval of time with compound interest on the payment. What is that? An annuity is the sequence of equal payments at regular interval of time. Now, suppose rupees 10,000, sorry, don't consider this example. Now, suppose I am investing rupees 500, but at half yearly pattern I am investing. I am investing half yearly pattern. Means, suppose on January 2000, I am investing rupees 500. Then after 6 months again I will pay an equal amount of 500. Okay. June, February, March, April, May, June. Now, this will be regarding regarding 2 installments will be there in 2000. Now again after 6 months, that will be on January 2001, again I will invest how much? 500. ऐसे करते करते मेरे पास कुछ पैसे जमा होंगे, means my some amount will be accumulated with me after 5 years. Whatever amount is accumulated with me, it is the future value of today's investment, and the interest is calculated compound interest. Now everybody has studied the difference between simple interest and compound interest. What is the difference, major difference between simple interest and compound interest? Now see, why compound interest is always greater than simple interest? One example we will take. Actually this is not related. Now suppose P is rupees 1000, that is principal invested is rupees 1000. Rate of interest is suppose 5% and N is equals to 3 years. Okay. Now if I am investing it at simple interest, what will be interest I am getting? You know very well the formula of simple interest. P N R upon 100. P is 1000 into 3 into 5 upon 100. 0 0 gets cancelled. 5 is a 50. 50 is a 5. Means rupees 150. Because why this thing happened, I will tell you afterwards. This is for simple interest. Now if I want to calculate compound interest, P into bracket 1 plus R upon 100 to the power. P is 1000. 1 plus R means 5 upon 100 to the power 3. That is 1000 into 5 ones are 5 20s are 21 upon 20 cube. That is 1000 multiplied by 21 upon 20 into 21 upon 20 into 21 upon 20. This gets cancelled. 21 cube, 21 square is 441. We multiply it by 21, 144, 288, that is 9261, 9261 upon 8. Divided, you will get the answer. Now, why this compound interest is always greater than simple interest? You know, जहाँ भी compound interest से हमें interest मिलता है, that is always greater than simple interest. Why? Now see, here directly your interest is calculated at the end of, at the completion of your period. That is at the completion of 3 years, directly you are getting the interest. But what happens in compound interest? See, what happens in compound interest? It is calculated at the end of every year. Interest is calculated at the end of every year. That is at the end of 1 year it is calculated. Suppose 1 year के बाद calculate किया हुआ. That interest is added. Suppose rupees 20 is there. Suppose, not exactly. Now what will happen? This interest will be added to this principal. Means 1020. Again after 2 years, your interest will be calculated, but this time your principal will be 1020. Again you will get suppose 25 rupees interest on that. Now this 25 will be added to 1020. That will be 1045, and again the interest will be calculated after 3 years, but now the principal will be 104. That is why the compound interest is always greater than the simple interest. Okay, that was just explanatory part. Now again we will come to our point, that is annuity. Now again come to the definition of annuity. An annuity is a sequence of equal payments. Just now I have told you the example 500, 500, half yearly I am paying. Maybe some can pay yearly, Some can pay monthly or some can pay quarterly with compound interest on the payment. The time interval may be year, that is yearly, a half year, that is half yearly, a month, that is monthly. For example, payment of life insurance premium, भरते हैं ना payment of housing loan, equal EMIs are there, vehicle loan, etc. So these are the equal payments are made and the set of all it is called as annuity. Now various technologies or various terminologies used in annuity. First is payment period. Very important, payment period. The time interval between two successive payments is called a payment period. जैसे 6 months बाद पेमेंट कर रहे हैं, 1 year बाद पेमेंट कर रहे हैं, 3 months बाद कर रहे हैं, that is called as the payment period. Okay. Next is term or duration. ऐसे कहाँ तक जाओगे आप? जैसे मैंने 2000 में जो फर्स्ट एग्जाम्पल लिया था, वो मैंने 2000 में मैंने 500 रुपीज भरना स्टार्ट किया. कहाँ तक जाऊंगी मैं? 2005 को मुझे सपोज I have a function in 2005 and I expect to get the amount in 2005. तो मैं कहाँ तक 2000 से लेके 2005 तक ये इक्वल मंथली इंस्टॉलमेंट्स या हाफ ईयरली इंस्टॉलमेंट्स भरूंगी? मतलब कितने साल तक मैं भरूंगी? 5 years. So 5 years will be the term or duration of my annuity. Next will be annuant. The person who receives the annuity is called annuant. Okay. Next is cessation period. The time that intervenes between the payment of two successive installments is called as cessation period. Types of annuities. Now there are also types of annuities. Annuity certain. The first annuity is annuity certain. Now we will see what is annuity certain. If payments are made unconditionally for a fixed number of intervals of time, that is duration is fixed in advance. कितने साल तक भरना है? जैसे यहाँ मैंने फिक्स किया कि मुझे 2005 तक भरना है और 2005 में I want that particular money, particular amount, means यहाँ एडवांस में मैंने तय कर लिया है कि I will pay up to 2005. Okay, जैसे लाइफ इंश्योरेंस में that we will discuss afterwards. So in advance, then such an annuity is called annuity certain. It begins and ends on certain fixed dates. जैसे जनवरी 2000 से स्टार्ट हुआ था तो मेरा एंड भी कहाँ होगा? जनवरी 2005. It is decided at the time of taking out that annuity. Now, for example, the hire purchase transactions, bank recurring deposits, you know RDs. What is RD? आप आज भरोगे 5 year की RD निकाली है, 1 year की RD निकाली है. Okay. Next, annuity contingent. If payments are made either for a certain period or till the happening of random event, then it is called an annuity contingent. For example, life insurance call. Now, see, a life insurance premium is paid annually till what? Till that particular person dies. Up, it is not decided in advance that a particular person may die at the age of 50 years, may die at the age of 40 years. हो सकता है आज प्रीमियम निकाला और 1 साल बाद ही वो मीन्स उसको 1 ही साल भरना पड़ेगा. हो सकता है वो निकालने के बाद ही lives up to 40 years, isn't it? ये contingent, जैसे हम लॉजिक में contingency पढ़ते थे, not certain. हो सकता है ट्रू है, हो सकता है फॉल्स, हो मिक्सचर ऑफ ऑल, isn't it? टोटोलॉजी में सारे ट्रू आते थे, कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन में सारे फॉल्स आते थे. मीन्स सर्टेनली आप इसको ट्रू है या फॉल्स है बता सकते थे. बट व्हेन ट्रू फॉल्स कम, दैट इज अनसर्टेनिटी कम्स. हियर आल्सो देयर इज अनसर्टेनिटी. नेक्स्ट इज परपेचुअल और परपेचुइटी एनर्जी. इफ पेमेंट्स आर कंटिन्यूड फॉर एवर, in such annuity beginning date is known, but the end date is not known. It is called as, for example, in lifetime pension policy, one policy is the lifetime pension. अब lifetime pension आपको मिलेगी. What does this lifetime means? Lifetime means जब तक आप जिएंगे तब तक. One has to pay the premium for a fixed period, but he gets pension for the whole life. Got it? Now, classes of annuities certain. Certain means what? First listen. Certain means the date is fixed in advance. Duration is fixed in advance. Now, इसके दो types है. Now see here. Today only theory part will be concluded. Annuity certain. Okay. Annuity certain means initial date is also fixed and final date is also fixed. And there are types of annuity, certain annuity, that is annuity immediate, or it is also called as ordinary annuity. Next is annuity due, and the next is deferred annuity or reversionary annuity. Now we will see first what is annuity immediate, or अगर सिर्फ annuity दिया है means it is considered as ordinary annuity. I will just read the definition first. If the payment is made at the end of each period, it is called as annuity immediate. Suppose आज मैं एक पॉलिसी लेती हूँ. What is today's date? Or one certain date we will fix as 15th March. 15th March को I open the policy of payment of ₹1000 every year. 15 March 2004. अब मैं पेमेंट करूंगी एक साल बाद, that is on 15th March 2005. Means what? If the payment is made at the end of each period, आपका period fix हुआ है yearly payment, तो at the end of each period, then it is called as annuity immediate or what? It is ordinary annuity. Now in annuity due, अगर आज निकाली है तो आज ही मैं फर्स्ट पेमेंट करती हूँ, then that is called as annuity due. I'll read the definition. If the periodic payment is made at the commencement and starting of each period, it is called as annuity due. Next is deferred, but we are going to study only two types of annuity, that is annuity immediate and annuity due. Deferred annuity. If the deposit is allowed to accumulate for a certain period and payments begin after the lapse of that period, it is called as deferred annuity. Means what? If the deposit is allowed to accumulate, आपने डिपॉजिट किया, वो जमा होने देना है 1 साल 2 साल, और वो 2 साल कंप्लीट होने के बाद पेमेंट करना है, then it is called as deferred annuity. Now terms related present value of the annuity. The sum of present values of different installments of an annuity is called the present value of annuity. What is given? The sum of present values of different installments of an annuity is called present value. Thus what? It is the total present worth of all future payments. This example. Now we will consider again that example. January 2000 में मैंने 500 रुपीज पे किए हैं. अगेन जून को मैं 500 करूँगी. अगेन जनवरी 2001 को मैं 500 करूँगी. ऐसे करते करते मैं कहाँ तक पहुँचूँगी? जनवरी 2005. तो 500 500 500, यानी हर साल मेरे 1000 रुपीज जमा होंगे. Isn't it? Means for 2005 2001 क्या भी मुझे, तो ऐसे कितने जमा होंगे, द sum of all these equal payments which I am making, that is called as present worth. Okay, now annual future value, तो मैंने इतना इन्वेस्ट किया, सपोज ये सबका पेमेंट आता है 5000, सम 5000 आता है, तो विल आई गेट ओनली 5000 एट द कमिंग एंड ऑफ 5 years? अगर मुझे 5000 ही मिलने हैं बैक, then why will I invest in that company? I want something more from my investment, isn't it? Means future में मुझे आज के पेमेंट का कुछ अच्छा बैकअप मिलना चाहिए. That is called as future value. Okay, I'll read the future value or accumulated value. If it is the sum of all the accumulated values of each payment calculated at the end of last period of the annuity at the given rate of compound interest. Compound interest है ना, ये साल का 2000 के बाद मेरे कितने जमा हुए, 1000 रुपीज. अगर मेरा कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट ईयरली है तो ईयर के बाद स्टार्ट होगा, अगर हाफ ईयरली है तो आफ्टर 6 months इट विल बी कैलकुलेटेड. कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट करने का तरीका मैंने आपको बताया. So this is called as future value. Thus, if each periodic payment is invested at compound interest, the final accumulated sum with interest would be the amount of that annuity. Okay. Now, we will study only annuity immediate and annuity due. Now, next we will see basic formula. First we will study only immediate annuity. Now I will first write down all the basic formulas regarding annuity immediate or immediate annuity. It is also called as ordinary annuity. Now see this. Immediate annuity. Okay. Now we write the formula. Amount. How much amount you are going to get? Amount A is equals to C upon I. जो terminologies है that I will explain you. 1 plus I to the power n minus 1. Here I is equals to R upon E. Same formula of compound interest is used over here. Now ये क्या है? A is accumulated value, means आपको 5 साल तक हर महीने या हर 6 महीने बाद 500 रुपये जमा करने के बाद आपको 5 साल में कितना अमाउंट मिलेगा, that is called as accumulated value. And UN is time period. C immediate annuity, means हर एक इंस्टॉलमेंट 500 का है या 1000 का है, that is called as immediate annuity. And R is rate of interest. Now regarding this calculation part, board has made it easy. जैसे आपके पास suppose 1.08 to the power 3. These direct values will be provided to you as far as possible. Okay? वो values आपको provide करते हैं. In case it is not, then you have to calculate it. But most of the time, these values are provided. Okay? Now, this is the amount formula. Now, next will be present value or present worth. Present value is equal to P is equals to C upon R. 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus I to the power and I is equals to R upon 2. Other terms remain same. Now, a relation between A and C, that is the accumulated value and present value. A is equals to P into bracket 1 plus I to the power n and 1 upon P minus 1 upon A is equals to I upon C. These two are also important formulas. Got it? Now annuity due हम पहले नहीं पढ़ेंगे. Only we will solve the sums of immediate annuity only. Okay? So these are the sums. So these are the formulas. One example we will take. Now I'll read the sum. I think better to write down the sums because there is only one exercise in this year's textbook. So I am taking sums from others previous year's textbook. Now read the sum. Find the accumulated value. अब accumulated को ही future value भी बोलते हैं. Okay. So if a question comes, find the future value. It is one and the same as accumulated value of annuity of rupees 400 made annually for 3 years at a rate 8% compounded annually. Okay. First we will write what is given here. Now see here. Now annuity is given. C is equals to rupees 400. Means हर साल 400 rupees payment होता है. N is equals to for how many years? 3 years. R is equals to 8%. It is given. We want to find the accumulated value or the future value. A is equals to, what is the formula? C upon R. 1 plus I to the power n minus 1. And I means what? It is R upon 100. तो I पहले कर लेंगे हम यहाँ से. I is equals to 8 upon 100, that is 0.08. Now we'll just put the values over here. C, what is the annuity? 400 upon, what is I here? 0.08 into bracket 1 plus 0.08 to the power n means 3 minus 1. Now this part calculation, 400 upon 8 upon 100 into, this is 1.08 to the power 3 minus 1. Now you see here 400 divided by 8 upon 100. Now I have already told that such calculations values are given. Here it is given 1.08 to the power 3. The value is directly given, that is 1.2597 minus 1. Now here into 100 upon 8 into this will be 0.2597. Okay. Now 400 into 100 into 2597 upon 8 into, after how many, after decimal point, how many digits are there? 4. No, 0 0 gets cancelled, 0 0 gets cancelled. 4 ones are 4 twos are. So what remains? 2597 upon 2. So 2597 upon 2. Just calculate it. What is that? See, 2597 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2. 2 twos are 4. 2 nines are 18. 2 eights are 16. 1298.5. Got it? Means आप 400 rupees annually पे करोगे at the rate of 8%. तो ऐसे 3 साल बाद ऐसे कितने मिलेंगे आपको? 1200 rupees. But compound interest है 8%, so you are getting 1298. Okay? So this was the question of accumulated value of annuity. Similarly, you can calculate the present value of annuity. Okay? Remember, we are doing only annuity immediate. Annuity due के लिए formula is also different. Okay. Now one more sum we'll see and we'll stop. Mr. Godbole invested ₹2000 at the end of each year. अब आपको सम दिया जाएगा, यहाँ पर मैं सेपरेट ले रही हूँ. That is why you are able to understand that it is immediate का फॉर्मूला लगाना है या ड्यू का फॉर्मूला लगाना है. But if mixed sum comes, then how to know that which formula to apply? See the payment made, how it is a mode of payment. Listen carefully. Mr. Godbole invested ₹2000 at the end of each year. End of each year का मतलब है annuity immediate. Okay. Now see here. He invested how much? Rupees. See here. Mr. Godbole invested ₹2000. That is C is ₹2000. Now, in a finance company that offered him interest compounded at 10%, that is R is equals to 10%. Now, what is the amount accumulated at the end of 4 years? That is N is equals to 4 years. Here we calculate R upon 100. That is 10 upon 100. 1 upon 10 is 0.0. Got it? Now, see, will formula पता है आपको? A is equals to C upon R into bracket 1 plus I to the power n minus 1. C means 2000 upon 0.1 into 1 plus 0.1 to the power 4 minus 1. 2000 upon 1 upon 10 into, this will be 1.1 to the power 4 minus 1. Again this tricky calculation, it is given 2000 divided by 1 upon 10. Its direct value is given as 1.4641 minus 1. Directly you will get the answer. See how to find out. Like this. 2000 now divided by 1 upon 10 means multiplied by 10 upon 1 into this will be 0.4641. Okay. Now 2000 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 4641 upon 10,000. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Whatever is the answer, you get. Okay, so that comes to be 9282. Okay, see 4641 multiplied by 2. 4 to the 8, 6 to the 12, 92. So the future value will be 92. Okay, we'll see the remaining sums of annuity immediate tomorrow. That is in the next lecture.